Hello, you're watching WordPress Shorts. In this video, I wanted to follow up on this week's main video, which was on advanced WordPress hooks. And primarily what I wanted to do is I wanted to cover a topic that I did not get to cover in that series. And that topic is dynamic hooks. Dynamic hooks are something that I've started to use a lot more often in my WordPress development, and so I thought it would be worth showing you what they are. So what is a dynamic hook? Well, quite simply, it is a hook whose name is not set in stone and it changes based on different parameters. So let's go look at this. This is something that's actually used by core. So if we go look at this save post hook that we've been looking at and we go up, you'll see that there's actually a save post underscore, and then there's this variable called post type. So this is an example of a dynamic hook in WordPress core, and what it's doing here is that the tag name for this hook is not set in stone. It isn't like right here where it's just save post and it'll always be save post. Up here it's going to be save post underscore whatever the post type is. So in this example, if you only wanted to save certain types of data, or you only wanted this process to run on a custom post type, for example, this would be the hook to use, because then it would only fire off your function whenever your post type was saving, not when every post type was saving. All right, so that's a core example of a dynamic hook. So let's go build one of our own. Right here I have a page template that doesn't have anything in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a variable called hook type. We're going to make it equal to the post content for this page. And then we're going to do a do action. And the name for this one is going to be curly braces hook type underscore custom hook. All right, so now we've created our own custom variable, and we're not going to, our custom hook, and we're not going to pass any variables to it. It doesn't really need any for our example. And then over in functions.php, I'm going to go create a function called say hello. It's going to echo out hello world, and then we're going to go use our hook. So add action hello underscore custom underscore hook. And you put that in quotes. Come on. All right, and then give it our function. All right, and then I need to delete this old thing I was just showing you. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this, and we're going to make it say goodbye. All right, so we created two different functions, and they're using our dynamic custom hook right here, and we're just changing the beginning portion of this. So let's go see this in action. If I go to this page, which is using this page template, and I type hello, and I update it, and we view it, you'll see it says hello world. But if I go back and I change it to goodbye, and I update it, and we view it, it says goodbye world. So again, this is not a great example. I mean, you would never really use the post content to dynamically change a hook, but really this was just the best way I could think of showing you creating your own custom dynamic hooks. And so you could see a scenario where this could be useful. For example, you could have some type of processing happening, and then at some point you want to process some data, but the data might be different based on certain parameters, and you would want a dynamic hook. For example, let's say that you were processing some different file types like doc files and images, and they needed to be processed differently. Well, you could do a whole bunch of checking and validating and all kinds of stuff at the beginning of a function, and then when it gets time to actually process or save that information to WordPress, because they need to be handled differently, instead of calling those two different functions directly or creating multiple hooks for each different process, you could actually create a dynamic hook like this that would get where the hook type would be, say, the file format. And based on the file format, it would determine dynamically on the fly which function to call. Another thing that I've done with this is with Ajax. Matter of fact, if you look at WordPress Ajax, that's a dynamic hook too. So we did a series on Ajax, but if you remember, whatever this parameter you pass in to the Ajax call, that gets appended to that WP priv or WP no priv hook, and that's a dynamic hook based on your action. It knows which functions to call. It's the same process. All right, so that's dynamic hooks. It's a super cool feature. It's something that I've really started to use a lot more. I'm really starting to like it. I feel like it makes my code a lot cleaner and a lot less verbose and repetitive. So let me know what you think. Have you been using dynamic hooks? If so, put something in the comments. I'd love to see what you're doing with them. That way, we can all learn. So again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and useful. As always, share, like, tweet, subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a wonderful WordPress day. Crank it up.